Julius Malema, the leader of the EFF, delivered a scathing evaluation of President Cyril Ramaphosa's opening of Parliament address, characterizing it as inadequate and indicative of a chaotic drive. Please kindly subscribe, like, and share. Malema, who was tending to scribes, did not hold back in his evaluation, characterizing Ramaphosa as a seriously harmed buffalo, and implying that the president's speech needed to be delivered with both vigor and passion. "You spoke like a soul that has given up," Malema said. Nothing intriguing emerged from the exhausted conversation. Malema's opinion that Ramaphosa failed to impart a significant or substantial location to the nation is included in this scathing comment. Beyond sincere conversation, Malema's probe became more lenient, accusing Ramaphosa of undermining his party members. Malema assured, "You were writing letters against your partners, illuminating internal conflicts inside the ANC." He also promised that some of Ramaphosa's allies were napping in the desert, implying that they should be fired and abandoned inside the party. The pathfinder for the EFF expressed a deeper sense of disenchantment with the state of South African organizations today in her remarks. Malema's astute analysis highlights the need for an even more remarkable and forward-thinking organization, particularly in light of the country's many financial difficulties. President Ramaphosa should address the 7 associations' game plans in his domain, outlining the direction for future organization for the next 5 years. In any case, Malema's response implies that the discussion fell short in terms of raising red flags and failed to identify the real problems or provide a logical, inspiring plan for the nation's future. There is constant pressure and conflicting narratives in South Africa's political arena. Pioneers like as Malema persist in advocating for further accountability and forward-thinking structure as the nation examines its bewildering socio-political landscape. In fact, his study of Ramaphosa's region is likely to resonate with many who believe that the ongoing association hasn't done enough to solve the nation's problems. Once more, President Cyril Ramaphosa proposed the presidential budget. The executive branch consists of several branches, and some political opponents think that the president shouldn't have authority over some of these branches. According to Julius Malema, because the president is intelligent, there is no IQ problem. He thinks that in order to address the most pressing issues facing the South African people, the president should call a special meeting in his office. The president ought to be able to manage the police force and the water situation right from his office. Malema said the president is always making promises to the people that he is unable to fulfill. The president promised the Alexander people that 1 million houses would be built, but not a single one has been built. Many people in Hammanskraal have died from cholera as a result of the area's very contaminated and dangerous drinking water. There were assertions made but unfulfilled. The water crisis continues even after the president promised the people of Giani that they will get water or else suffer consequences. That's not what happened at all. Julius Malema also replied to President Ramaphosa after he said that he should play the ball, not the man. However, Malema said that he can focus on the game without criticizing his teammates. The individual is deserving of criticism since he is performing the play. He maintains that he wasn't being impolite to the president. Rather, he was simply having a heated conversation. It's unfortunate that the president experienced such humiliation. President Cyril Ramaphosa was criticized by the EFF for not addressing pressing issues that they raised during the first-ever parliamentary discussion. The Red Berets' reaction comes in response to Ramaphosa's claim that Julius Malema, the head of the EFF, is not a political fungi, but rather that he has to learn about the political process rather than resorting to personal attacks during discussions. Ramaphosa chastised Malema on Monday for disparaging his father, claiming that he was a police officer during the apartheid era. "I think we should get together to discuss politics, particularly the politics of the apartheid period, which I believe you find confusing. You used to stand here around 2 years ago and make fun of my father and me by claiming that he was a police officer," Ramaphosa said. "I am pleased to be the son of a cop, a very fine policeman." In order to develop the nation, the president further advised Malema to play the ball, not the man, stating that the Red Berets should stick to politics rather than accusing and demonizing Ramaphosa. Leon Matthews, national spokeswoman for the EFF, claims that the president's theatrics were a ruse to win over lawmakers, even going so far as to